Burnley. Burnley. Bloody hell. Bloody Burnley. Brexit. Burnley. Great. Bonjour everyone, welcome to the match preview. Newcastle versus Burnley. Burnley it is. If there's one game I don't look forward to in a season, it is without a doubt Turf Moor. How is that a happy place? Nobody's, it's not. It really isn't. It's the most unhappy place ever. Happy Gilmore, triple bogeys at Turf Moor. It's lifting. Newcastle go there on Sunday, noon. Sky Sports, I think it is. As if you're aware and you watch the videos regularly, I've just got a hatred for Burnley. Me and Keg absolutely despise the place after our visit to Turf Moor. That concourse, awful, disaster waiting to happen. Horrible weather, horrible thing, dump, absolute shithole. Sorry, Burnley fans, get your dislikes in now. Not lost. One thing I do respect in a weird way is Sean Dyche, in the way he survives every single year. Sometimes he'll get another cosh, and then this year he's obviously rumoured to be going, and he hangs in there and he does a job. He gets the job done, does Dyche Master. It's ugly, it's not at all pretty, but it's effective. And at least it's one way of doing it. Newcastle under Bruce are ugly, but not effective. So we're in the worst situation of all. We're watching absolutely lifting football. Horrible side of play. Nothing happening. Getting 0 points or 1 point now and again. Burnley on the other hand, always managed to get the job done. Always managed to get enough points on the board to stay in the Premier League. I wish they wouldn't. If there's one team I could pick the Premier League to get relegated, it would definitely be Burnley. Sean Dyche was flattered the other week when he was late in the Newcastle job, so you fucking should be, Dyche. But nowadays I would actually take him over Bruce because it's that desperate I would take anyone. Didn't he get Burnley to the Europa League actually? Didn't he get like a top 8 or top 10 finisher? So I'm sure Burnley got in the Europa League a couple of seasons ago, but then got knocked out in the qualifiers, I think. So, saves you right. Apologies if you are a Burnley fan. It's just a bit of banter, but I really don't like you. I just, it's never good, is it? It is proper Brexit football. It's Sunday League football. It's 4-4-2. Mike Bassett special. Saying that though, right? The last couple of games that I have actually seen Burnley against Southampton the other weekend, obviously they got beat 3-2, went 2-0 up, playing some good football, some good build-up play, some good link-up, good goals. One was a penalty, Chris Wood special. Loves to go against the team, so that's definitely going to happen. But I remember watching on Everton a couple of weeks ago when they won, and they were actually playing some really decent football then, which is so surprising. So I don't know what was going on then. But on the general consensus of it, Burnley, as we all know, are awful. Absolutely awful. But hard to play against, like Sam Allardyce, Bolton back in the day. Hard to play against. You're in for a battle, and you're probably going to get beat 1-0. However, Burnley have scored 1 goal in each of their last 5 Premier League home meetings with Newcastle, so it's always a tight game. It's always a boring game, and I'll be missing half of it, hopefully, because I should be on the train back up from Birmingham to Newcastle, so I'll be jumping on the second half of the watch long. I'm sure I won't miss anything. Q with 3-0 lead at half time. Callum Wilson hat-trick. Get on that in a minute. Switching it up because I keep on forgetting things. My memory's gone, head's gone in hotel quarantine. So checking out the TV now and remembering what I was going to say. So like I say, Burnley do love a draw this season after a 3-2 win against Villa at Turf Moor in January. Sean Dyche said he lost to Man City and then drew the next 5 Premier League home games. Brighton got a draw there, Fulham got a draw there, West Bromwich Albion got a draw there, as well as Leicester and Arsenal. So the Leicester and Arsenal results were a couple like last month, weren't they, when I started the relegation roundup. They started picking up some good results, jinx, and they got some big draws from them there. But obviously, when you look at that, everyone else who's struggling at the minute, us, Brighton, Fulham, West Brom, all managed to get a draw at Turf Moor. So if we don't come away with at least a point, we are the shittest of them all. Conceded 16 times this season at home in the Premier League. That matches Chelsea's, and is only bettered by Man City and Spurs, so they don't concede many. Nick Pope and goal, battling for the Euro spot there for him as number 1. Not much of a battle when it's against Pickford, Danish Arms, but has been close lately. Last year we got beat 1-0, year before we won 2-1, lost 1-0, drew 1-1, won 1-0 back in 2000. Carl Court, what a throwback that is. Then it goes back to the 80s after that because of Burnley being out of the Premier League. A few injuries for Burnley though. Doubts over Eric Peters, Kevin Long, Robbie Brady, Ashley Barnes. But Phil Barnes, do you remember him? Yeah. Friend of a pedo. I remember that one. That Turf Moor last year when he was warming up. Friend of a pedo. Singing that one. It's obviously close alliances with massive paedophile Adam Johnson. Is Phil Bardsley, ex-teammates. But to be fair, I think Vidra and Wood worked really well together against Southampton the other day. And I remember McNeil the other week against Everton. He was decent. So they still pose a threat and they're still just hard to beat. It's just not going to be a good game, is it? I really hope I'm wrong. I don't think it is. Recent results would suggest I'd be right. However, big game for Brucey this one. Well, everyone shouldn't still be in charge of games. But following a 3-1 success for Newcastle, one of the last teams who actually played some decent football and looked alright was a 3-1 win over Burnley at St James's when Wilson was on fire. St Maximin was as well, I'm sure. So hopefully them two are back this weekend, getting to that in a minute. But chance for only our second double of the season. Obviously, Everton is the other team we've beat twice this year. So let's go Burnley. Let's get the job done. Big time. We need to close the gap. Yeah, like this is a massive chance for Newcastle to close the gap. When we look at the Premier League table, we could go to within 1 point of Burnley on the weekend. Obviously, they're on 33, we're on 29. This could be a huge game by the time this fixture does kick off on Sunday with Fulham playing on Friday night. Tune in tomorrow night for a special bonus watch along, exclusive right there for you. I wasn't going to release it tomorrow on the socials, but we will be on the channel tomorrow night for the Fulham versus Wolves live watch along, about 10 to 8, something like that, ready for kick off, ready to hopefully not cry after getting put in the bottom 3 if Fulham beat Wolves. We shall see, but yeah, that result will make things very interesting. But Burnley there on 15th, 33 points, Newcastle on 29, so it's a chance. We don't want, if Burnley win, then it obviously is a straight shootout between us and Fulham, with maybe Brighton mixed in above that on 32, but if we stay on 29, Fulham will be on 29 if they win. Brighton could obviously win on Monday night as well, so it's all ifs and buts at the minute, but that shows how big a game this is. We need to go to Turf Moor. I think first and foremost, we'll beat, not get beat. And Bruce, unfortunately, I think he will play for a draw just to keep just floating above it there, because obviously that would be enough. If Fulham win, then we get a draw just to push us back out of it. That's all Bruce will be doing. We'll be playing for one of them 0-0s again, no doubt about it. But if we went to Burnley, showed the same ambition and desire that we did against Spurs, and that's the thing for Newcastle, because that result came out of absolutely nowhere. The performance came out of absolutely nowhere. Determination, passion, effort from everyone on the pitch, tried, went for it. Same again, please. Don't bottle against Burnley. Don't think, it's Burnley, we're away now. Just put everyone behind the ball, see what we can do. Try and hit them on the counter, get a 0-0, get a 1-1. No, go out there and dominate, because we do have the better squad. We do have the better players than Burnley. Don't have the better manager, just. We shouldn't be scared against players like Burnley and trying to play your own football, play your own way. Take those gloves off, Brucey. Do it Brucey's way. Let's go for it. Let's absolutely go for it. Let us see the same motivation to score goals, to get in the box, to have shots on target. And I think we'll have the most shots we've had all season against Spurs. So just didn't go from one end to the other, which I can really see happening. I can honestly see happening this weekend. Hope I'm wrong, and obviously we'll hope that the likes of Callum Wilson's at least back in the squad, at least on the bench, be a big bonus. St Maximin, will he start? Obviously he came off the bench the other day, had an immediate impact with lovely footwork. Obviously he laid it off to Richie, who crossed it into Joey. Another big performance from Joey now, please. Joey's confidence should be through the roof now after scoring and pretty much getting an assist for Willock's equaliser. So it'll be interesting to see what Brucey's team looks like. Probably the same. He'll probably keep the same. You know how he does. If someone plays, if they play out like that, he'll probably keep the same. But I think we should. I think the wing backs worked a lot better than that split striker bollocks. So drop that. Keep Joelinton up there with Gale or with Wilson if he's fit. Keep Murphy in there. Murphy was brilliant the other day. I thought one of the man of the match contenders easily. He was class, offered a lot more. And Matt Ritchie as well. Matt Ritchie, keep him in there for his character, for his leadership, for his passion, but for his delivery as well. Look, his delivery into the box for that Willock. Equalised that Joey headed back across. It's something that I've been missing. Something I've been missing, creating chances, getting the ball in the box, dangerous areas. It worked a lot more. We've seen a lot more in that Spurs game than we're having in months. So I would definitely keep the wing back system, definitely keep Richie Murphy in there. Joelinton hopefully on a bit of a buzz, get a bit of momentum going. Wilson to help out. St Maximin as well hopefully starts. And things could be alright if we don't just bottle it and don't bore and don't succumb to Burnley's level and try and play Brexit football, Sunday League behaviour and get a scrappy, ugly 0-0. And we don't know the crack with Ryan Fraser, do we? What the hell was going on with Ryan Fraser? Brucey came out for the game saying it was a calf injury, groin injury, one of the two. Carroll alongside him. Be interesting to see how they're getting on. When the pictures get released today, normally for them being in training, I wonder if they featured the day on the training ground. Kieran Clark as well and Federico Fernandez both not playing against Spurs. Clark was on the bench, I think. Fernandez definitely wasn't. I haven't seen Fernandez in ages. Kraft's the weak link for me in that system there, because he's just not a centre back. I mean, he's barely a right back, barely a footballer. So I wouldn't have him in there. Hopefully Federico Fernandez is fit, or Kieran Clark back up to scratch after international duty. I think he was on, so get him back in there. Bit more solidarity at the back, because we're going to need it, because Burnley are tough. They are ugly, but they are tough. You've got Wood up there, you've got Vidra behind. You know, it is going to be a difficult game. It will be a tight game. I'll go for a 1-1. Wouldn't be the end of the world. If we don't get beat, wouldn't be the end of the world. But I just think, just pretend it's Spurs. Pretend it's Spurs and go out there and try and win the game. Go out there and play your own football. Don't bottle it. Don't get overwhelmed by Burnley in the absolute shower of shit. In the absolute state of Turf Moor. But that's mine. 1-1. Drop your score predictions in the comments below. Who you think should be playing? Will you keep the same formation? Would you change it up? Let us know. Subscribe to the Back by Channel TV. And enjoy yourself.